Make sure your heater's ready for the cold weather. Get a system checkup today for only $49 and get $50 in Premier Bucks to be used towards your next repair. Premier Heating and Air offers free second opinions, so call today and experience the Premier difference. Log on to DublinPremierIsHere.com or call 300-2633. Premier Heating and Air is a locally owned and operated company. Certain restrictions may apply. Specials cannot be combined with other offers. Offer ends 11/30/24.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have with me my dear, sweet friend. I could think of a bunch of adjectives, but Beverly Brown, and she runs this Lawrence County Library. You cover how many counties?
5 counties.
5 counties.
5 counties.
You gotta wear a lot of hats, don't you?
I do. But you know, my staff, they run me, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I always say, you're only good as your people.
That's right.
I don't care what you run. It can be a fruit stand on the side of the road.
That's
or
right.
TV station, library. You got to have good people.
That's right.
And we're only as good as our people. Before we get into what I want to talk about, what initially got you wanting to do this kind of work?
Well, I managed a shoe store years ago. When I moved back to Dublin back in 1989, I managed a shoe store, and I wanted to find some type of income to supplement my income that I was making from the shoe department store. And someone asked me about a job at the library, and I said, oh, that sounds cool. And so I started working part-time at the library and just loved it. And just decided to, I had my bachelor's degree, and so I decided to go to library school to get my master's in library science, and 31 years later, wow, I'm here. So it's just been an exciting ride, and I love it.
Yeah, it is, and I've told you before, my fondest memories is the bookmobile. It was pink, pink and white. And buddy, we knew the second Thursday of the week, whatever it was, we run it like we run to the ice cream truck. And a lot of kids that watch, y'all didn't know what an ice cream truck is probably, but we heard that music playing, and we had to get our nickel and run out there.
Well, I did that too, and I used to have a book in my hand when I was doing that, so I've always loved books.
Yeah.
So this was just a good transition, you know.
I love reading to my kids. I was reading, waiting in the car right line this morning, I was reading a book to my 7-year-old, and he has to take a test on it, and of course I'm quizzing him, and he's a very smart kid. All of them are, you know, because I truly believe if you are vested in your child's education, I don't care if you send them to Trinity, East, West, Dublin, Twiggs, Wilkes, no matter what. They're all good schools. We have people that want to teach that child, want to educate that child. So if the parents will back it and help them and study with them. Now, once they get a little older, 5th, 6th grade, I'd probably fail 5th grade
They're on
now.
their own.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough, isn't it? You have to actually, they're teaching us.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, especially when it comes to these phones, you know. If something messes up, I give it to a 6-year-old.
They can fix it.
Yeah. Papa, all you got to do is right here. I
Yes.
said, my God, how do they know all that stuff?
They do.
But
They do.
people come to the library for a lot of things. What are the different things that people come and want to do?
Well, they love to come to story time. You know, the preschoolers, their parents, they come every week. We can look forward to big crowds on Tuesday morning and Tuesday evening. We're never disappointed. They're always here. And also we have mechatronics programs. They love that. You know, kids love technology.
Yes.
So whatever you can do, if it has something to do with some type of gadget, they will come. So that's a program that they also love. And we have bingo for books for our seniors. And so there's just so many things you can do at the library. Some people just like a quiet place to come and read the newspaper.
Yeah.
They do that.
And it's usually quiet unless me and you's over here talking in the corner, so they got a hit over here. But how many books do you think are in this library?
Well, our collection is roughly 89,000.
Good, great. That is, and y'all, there's books everywhere. Well, it is a library, isn't it? But so when I walked in, straight ahead, coming the door, looks like you got a lot of used books. Are you selling those, or?
We are. We have a fall book sale once a year, and we're actually extending the book sale for a few weeks, well, a few days, and everything is 50 cents. So it's usually $1. So we also have a March book sale, but we have a fall book sale. And what we do is we take that money that we made and we purchase more books.
Good.
And a lot of the books are donated. Some are when we weed outdated material out of collection, and we put those in the book sale, and then we take book donations throughout the year. So
there's many ways to help the library.
Yes.
And we are really blessed to have a place like this. If you've never been in the library, you need to come. You can do so many things, and I read to my grandkids a lot. And you know, it's never too young. You know, pediatricians tell you you should even read to that baby in the womb.
Yes. You should.
And sing and...
You should. And I tell you, Dublin City Schools and the Rotary Club's Read to Lead program is such a great program. And I go once a week to read to a child. And he is now already reading on 3rd grade level, and I've only been going a few weeks. And if we can do things like that with children when they're young, it makes such a big difference.
Yes.
It does.
Well, we're either going to invest in that or we're going to spend more money on prisons.
We are.
And we both know, and I say it sometime on TV, and I'll always get some comment from somebody, but the way we know in Georgia how many beds in prisons we need is 3rd grade reading levels. If you can't read on that 3rd grade level, you're more prone to drop out of school, you get discouraged, because you got to read to do anything. To do math, you got to read.
That is so true.
And it's, and I'm so proud of our schools. I've got one grandson in the 1st grade, and one of his vocabulary words this week that he has to know the meanings is abolitionist. 1st grade.
Yes.
I don't think I had that till 8th grade. But you know, and words like that, just big words, and they have to know the meaning. It is so good that they are pushing them, and I love it. Yeah, they're difficult words, but it just gets more difficult as the years go by.
But 1st graders, I mean, they know these words.
Yeah.
I don't know if I knew them when I was in the 1st grade.
Oh, I had to
but they
Google some of
definitely
these
know
words.
them. They know them. So all the schools, like you say, Lawrence County schools, their literacy and Lawrence program, you know, I attend all those meetings because it's important that the library is a part of, you know, all of that.
Yeah.
We need to be in the midst of all of that, so we are.
Yeah, and you know, Dublin has that big green machine, reading loud, basically on wheels, and of course, Lawrence County, Rhonda Hightower, Rhonda Walker, and Dr. Hightower, which she's now the new superintendent over in the county next to us. But they've even got like vending machines at the pediatrician's office in different places. They want you to read.
Yes.
And kids love it. You know, my 2-year-old, he can't even get all the words yet, but buddy, when I read to him, he's just, and it's so much better, y'all, than a television. You know, or being on them dang phones.
It is. You get to read in a book, and it's, I mean, when you read it, it's just like if you're watching TV if you really like to read.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, you can't put it down.
No, and to teach those kids that, I know this week one of my grandkids, his spelling test is words like should, could, would, which are tricky words, or buy.
Yes.
You know, are you coming by the house, or are you going to buy the house?
Yes.
And they have to learn those different things, and it's difficult for a younger child.
James, you look like you're having fun now.
Oh, really? There's no doubt about it. I love, and I know teachers do, when the light comes on.
Yes.
You know, it's like ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
It's a wonderful feeling.
It
to
is.
know and to watch kids. And I read to schools over across the city of Dublin and Lawrence County schools. But anyway, it's fun. It's fun to go in look. If you like reading to kids, it don't have to be Dr. Seuss week. If you just talk to them, they would love for you to come in.
They do.
They
really
and
do.
we got to take a break. But I read to my grandson, second grade, maybe it was last year in first grade, but I come in and this little kid goes to church with me. He come running up and hugged me and he said, Mr. Deal, I go to church with him. I go to church with him. And Cohen, my grandson, run over there. He said, but he's my papa, Troy. He ain't your papa. So they have that jealous type thing. Yeah, territorial.
I mean, they really are. They're not.
I know it. It's so good. But,
it is.
But you know, we talk about our grandkids quite often.
Yes.
And both of us, when we talk about them, if somebody's watching, our faces just light up.
Yes.
And I love hearing stories about people's grandkids, and I love talking about mine. So
I do too.
We better take a break before we just keep right on talking. But we actually got something good we're going to be telling you about today, now that we've got through visiting. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
You want to know why we ride? Maybe it's because everything looks better with a fresh coat. It's putting on your Sunday best and catching up with old friends. And who doesn't love going into the office? We ride because out here, we can be our true selves, dirt and all. Maybe that's why.
Hey, I'm TJ with Dublin Outdoors and Power Sports, formerly known as Myers Equipment Supply. We're your full-line sales and service dealer for Can-Am Off-Road.
We have a lot to be thankful for during this Thanksgiving season here at Dublin Chevy GMC, and we'd like to pass on those blessings to our customers with savings like these. 2024 Silverados and Sierras starting at $45,995.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm continuing my conversation with Beverly Brown. We're here at the Lawrence County Library, and if you just tuned in, we'll air this again. But you can also go to our YouTube channel, and on the search bar, just type in TV35, and you can just watch me and Beverly having a good time all you want. So
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the next block, Beverly's going to read a book because it's Thanksgiving's coming.
Yes.
And you know, we should be thankful every day.
Yes.
Not just Thanksgiving, but
yes.
And we picked out a book here, and we're going to share that with you toward the end of the show. But y'all got so much going on. I get the newsletter every month.
Yes.
And y'all have always, it takes me a while to read that newsletter.
We try to stay busy now.
What's some of the things in November you got going on?
So one thing we're going to do is Saturday, and let me see what date that is. We're going to be over at the Catherine W. Gray Library. You know, you can book a time to go over there and be at the Catherine W. Gray Library. And we're taking the library, pop-up library over there, and we're going to check out books. We will have Chromebooks. Patrons can use the Chromebooks, issue library cards and things like that. So sometimes we go outside of the library and visit with other institutions and organizations and join in with their events. So we're excited about doing that. And if I don't tell you the date, please go to our website at ocrl.org and you can see the dates for all of these events. Another thing that we're doing is the library is a place where you can come and get assistance with your FEMA paperwork. You know, the West Lawrence High School, the OWL, they have a disaster center set up there so people can go out and get assistance with recovery. And so if you can't get out in the county, you can come to the library and we can help you fill out the forms, or we can point you in the right direction. So that's something we're glad to do. The city reached out to us to see if this would be a good location.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because, you know, some people can't get out in the county. You know, this is just a place that a lot of people come anyway, so we're glad to help with that. We are going to have Right now we have books all over the place that we're selling. They're 50 cents now because this is our fall book sale, and most of the books were $1, and so we're going to have it for a few more days, and we have discounted everything to 50 cents.
Wow.
So,
how about, can you get 2 for $1?
Well, you can, James. You can get 2 for $1. So, you know, that's just something that we love. We love our book sale. Let's see what else we're having. I don't want to forget our Food for Fines campaign. Now, that is something we love to do. Anybody can come in who if you have fines on your account, we will waive $1 for each canned good you bring in. So that's just a good way to get your fines waived. It's not if you have damaged books or if you have lost books, but if you have fines on your account. And it's not for any libraries outside of our region, but this is just a good way to help the community because all those canned goods we donate to a food bank here.
Yeah.
And so we love to do that once a year, so we're looking forward to that. And let's see what else we have. So, of course, we have our regular programs, monthly programs, our Bingo for Books. So that is some fun, you know, come to Bingo for Books. You can win books. The seniors love that. And we also partner with the rec department for the senior bingo. So we go out to their department and, you know, over there, they win, they have better prizes than we do. Here we just have books, and so, but it should be fun if you like to read.
Who don't like bingo?
If you like to read and you can win books, that's what we do here. So just a lot of activities happening monthly. And if you're not getting our newsletter, you can sign up for our newsletter if you go to our website. Because if you go to our website and sign up for our newsletter, like James said, you'll be able to see all of these events we're having, our monthly calendar of events.
Yeah, it's great. It's a very simple to read, easy to read newsletter, and I always love getting it. You know, when I see it pop up in my email, I immediately look at it, and that's why I reached out to you last week, and because I saw these activities. But during the year, do you know, I'm putting you on the spot here, do you know how many people come through here a year? Is there any way to know that?
Well, we have stats that we have to keep for our annual report. I would hate to say, it's hard to tell without, I would guess, you say a year, it's really hard to guess. And I'll tell you why. Because we have programs and we have such big groups sometimes.
Yeah.
And that number, you know,
Tens of thousands.
yeah, it's just, yes.
Yeah.
But we do have that number on record because we keep the statistics yearly. Because today you might have, in our meeting room, you might have 50 people, and you might have 3 meetings that day, 50 people per meeting. I mean, we have lots of people using all sorts of things. People just coming in just to get out of the heat, to read a newspaper. People coming in to get on the computers. You know, we have hotspots and computers for patrons. Just so many different things. We have Wi-Fi in our parking lot. We have people just sitting in the parking lot using the Wi-Fi.
That is so good. That is that is so good. And things that I come to, just like the reptile show, you can't move in here. We got kids just on top of kids.
Yes, that was something else. People ask me how many people come, and I know, but I usually don't tell because we don't want the fire marshal to get us. But that is something else.
Yeah.
That is. When James asked me to talk about the programs today, I had to have a cheat sheet because it's hard to remember them all. We have so many. But please sign up for our newsletter and go to our website at ocrl.org, and you will see our calendar of events.
Yeah, it's great. This library is so, you come in, it's so beautiful. It's organized. And you see behind us and behind the cameras you can't see just books and books and just tens of thousands of books. And there's something for everybody, just like me talking about my grandkids or you. Bring your grandkids, show them what the library is, and it's just like I took my children. I have a son and a daughter, but from the time they were 4 or 5 probably, I took them every time it was election time to vote. And back then, you know, you had to get a number 2 pencil and pencil in that
wow,
oval.
James.
I
don't remember that,
I'm
James.
dating. Well, I'm a lot older than you are, but and you know what? Every election I'd take them and I'd let them vote. One do one. I said, we're going to vote for him. We're going to vote for her.
I love it.
And you know, they're 40 and 38 now, and they've never missed an election where they didn't vote.
I love
you know, because you teach them. It's same with the library. If you bring them here and you come and you can sit over here at one of these chairs, read a book
That's
to
right.
them, and just let them see what's available in this community, because they're going to talk about it. You know how kids are. They're going to tell their friends, I went to the library. What do you mean library? It's just, you know, word of mouth is so.
I mean, we've had to be closed. You know, when we were closed for the pandemic, we really learned how much the community loves this library, and how much they missed us, and so we know that. And after the hurricane, we were able to open back up pretty quickly. We opened back up on that Monday after the hurricane because our power came back on that Saturday. And as soon as we announced that we were going to open and we were going to have limited hours because all of the staff couldn't get here, but I said, anybody who can come, let's go and try to open the library so people can get in. And we had so many patrons needing to get in to use the computer, to just to cool off. They were able to use charging stations, and we were just so thankful that we were able to do that quickly to open back up.
Because so many people were without power and they couldn't do those things. And like you said, even just to cool off. But what a way to go. Come in here, you can cool off, grab a book, learn something. You know, we're never too old not to learn.
That's right.
And we're never, if we woke up this morning, God ain't through with us yet.
That's right. That's right.
I interviewed a 84-year-old man probably 15 years ago, and he made such an impression on me. And I don't even know if he's still alive or not, but he told me, he wrote a book. And I said, what made you do this? He said, Mr. Dill, he said, I wondered, I said, at my age, how's God going to use me? I mean, he's through using me. I said, you know, no, if you wake up in the morning, which somebody mentioned to him, said they need bus drivers in the county. And he applied and started driving a special ed bus. 82, 83.
wow.
My dad's 87, he still drives a bus.
Wow.
You know, these men, that generation's dependable.
That's right.
They're not going to miss. But this man started driving the bus, he said, and he made such an impact on those kids, and they made an impact on him. He found out he wasn't too old to learn.
That's something.
And he wasn't too old to
actually
to help and to grow. He found out God wasn't through with him. So I tell people, I've trained many people in my life in sales, and I'll tell them, and me being a country boy, I always say, when you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you rot.
Yes.
So you got to keep growing.
You do.
Keep reading, keep doing,
Yes.
and listening. You never know where you're going to learn
right.
something.
You mentioned write a book. Well, January the 25th, we are having a local author expo, and we are actually the Friends of the Carnegie in downtown Dublin. They are partnering with us, so we're going to have it at the Carnegie.
Oh, good.
So that is going to be really nice, because if you've ever been in the Carnegie, oh my goodness.
Yeah, the architecture,
yes.
It's just, and you know, to think about it, when we got that library, you know, the Carnegie family built libraries all over the country.
Yes.
And we were so blessed, they picked little old Dublin.
Yes.
Right in the heart of town, you know.
Yes.
And we used that until, I guess, the 60s,
Yes.
when this place was built.
That's right. And
So-
I can't think of a better place for,
Yes.
I talked with Glenda Berry, who is the director of downtown Dublin and Friends of the Carnegie. And I'm a member of the Friends of the Carnegie as well. And it's just going to be an exciting time. So it's just an opportunity for local authors and writers to have a venue so they can share about their work and their writings, and for other people to come. It can inspire you to become a writer.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great time. I'm looking really forward to it. We had to cancel it because it was supposed to be the Saturday after the hurricane, and so we rescheduled it, and all of the authors have agreed to come back.
So good.
So we're looking forward to that.
That is so good. You see, and we ain't even touched on everything, but all these things going on at the Lawrence County Library, it's just incredible. You talking about being friends of the Catherine Gray. Be a friend of the Lawrence County Library. Come in, and everybody here, even when you're not up front, everybody's so nice. They want to help. They follow up. Some young lady come up. She said, "Mr. Dill, she'll be right out." And that's just being. And I don't even think you can train that.
No, this is when I had the auditor here. He said, "My goodness, they're so friendly." I said, "No, I didn't pay them. I didn't tell them." I was teasing them. I said, "They're just that way." They love what they do.
And love people.
And they love people. And you actually, if you're going to work in the library, you really do need to be a people person.
Yeah, absolutely, because you never know what's going to get through at you.
Yeah, you need to be a people person.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, we're going to take another break and come back. And Beverly, you got a book. What's the name of it?
The name of the book is "I'm Thankful Each Day."
That is so good.
Yes.
And we are, if the kids are playing in another room, get them up here. We're going to take a commercial. We're going to give you time to round them up, get them something to drink, and sit down and pop you some popcorn, whatever you want to do. And because it is, Thanksgiving is upon us. And it's just a great time of the year to, I hope you're thankful, not only this holiday season, but I hope you're thankful every day.
Yes.
Because we, as a country, we as a community, are so blessed. It's just when you stop and think about it, y'all, we're super blessed, and with the people in our community, we're fortunate that we have county commissioners that work so close with Dublin City Council.
Yes.
People, it's not like some cities that we know of that can't get along for nothing.
That's right.
The people in this community get along to get industry in, to do whatever, to pave roads. Well, you're talking about the hurricane. Look how quick they sprung into action and got those roads cleared. I know I was out there filming. The roads were closed everywhere. Now, you may be saying, well, I got debris all on my sidewalk. Yeah, it's going to take time to pick all that up. But they got it off your street.
Did. That was really quick.
Yeah,
They did that.
yeah. And I tell you, I did a show 4 or 5 years ago, a day in the life of a sanitation worker.
Oh,
Those men and women work so hard. And you got to admit, we have a beautiful city, beautiful downtown, beautiful, and it don't just happen.
It is beautiful.
People work hard.
It really is.
Yeah, people work hard
It
at
really
it.
is. And when I have family come visit, they're just amazed at how it's changed.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I just love downtown, you know, and I do too. So
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Like I said, we're very blessed. So in this holiday season, Thanksgiving, you probably sitting there, some of you said, well, I ain't blessed. Yeah, you woke up this morning.
Yes.
And I'll have people tell me, well, God ain't done nothing for me. I said, well, I read where we take about 10,000 breaths a day. So there's 10,000 things he just did for you.
We woke up this morning.
Yeah, we take those things for granted, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Okay, you can tell how much we love each other. We could just talk and talk.
Yes.
And y'all go on, get you something to drink, and we'll just be here talking. So, but Beverly and I also serve on the chamber together as ambassadors, and every meeting we have, I always have to get over there. And she don't want to sit beside me, but I always have to get.
I do, James. I love sitting beside you because we're the bad students. So that, you know,
Yes.
like bad students.
Well, she picks on me.
So that's what we do.
So she's always picking on me. Yeah, I mean, and believe that now.
I do.
So, y'all, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future. That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, everybody. We'll wrap things up here. And as promised, it is Thanksgiving is upon us. It's almost here. You know, the older I get, time just...
I know.
The Bible says life is like a vapor, like a mist.
Yes.
And it is. And either one of us, we can't believe how old we are now.
That hourglass.
I told somebody last night at the courthouse, I said, they were talking about time just flying by. I said, yeah. I said, back in the 80s, Prince come out with a song, "We're Gonna Party Like It's 1999. And I remember thinking, I won't even live to 99.
Look.
And it's 25 years later, ain't it? But that's how it just disappeared. It is. It's like a vapor. And it does. It just, so what I'm getting to, enjoy life, enjoy your family, enjoy today, and be thankful. So Beverly's going to read a book. I'm thankful.
I'm thankful each day. And actually, this is great that I get to read a book, because as a director, I don't get to do that very often. And my grandkids are getting older, and they don't want me to read to them now.
Yeah.
So this is exciting for me.
Yeah, and me too.
Yes.
We both love to read.
I love to read, and I get to read a kid's book. I'm thankful each day. And what better time here at Thanksgiving time? I'm thankful each day for the blessings I see and for all the gifts that are given to me. And counting the stars at the edge of the sea, I can't help but feel they were put here for me. I'm thankful for summers and warm golden days. I'm thankful for autumns of orange purple haze. I'm thankful for meadows and bright colored flowers. I'm thankful for raindrops and soft summer showers. Each sunset is special. Each sunrise is new. Each breeze in the trees is a promise come true. Each evening's a wonder where beauty abounds. Each morning's a harvest of new sights and sounds. And it's nice just to know that beneath winter snow, the blossoms of spring are beginning to glow. I'm thankful for friends, for laughing and sharing. I'm thankful for family, for loving and caring. I'm thankful for all the kindness I see. I'm thankful for peace and for pure harmony. My body's a present of perfect design. My mind is a power as endless as time. And if I ever worry that trouble is near, I always remember there's nothing to fear. For each hour is laden with infinite love. Each season brings comfort and joy from above. And I guess in the end, the best thing to say is I'm thankful for living. I'm thankful each day. The end.
How about that?
The end.
And when you was reading that, I just basically had my eyes closed thinking about those lines you read, and we don't want to miss them all. We want to be thankful for everything.
Yes.
You know, you talking about the rain. I love that smell when you say, "Oh my goodness, it's about to rain," or "It's raining." You know, it's just so good. Or lately we've had just beautiful sunsets or sunrise, or that full moon just lights up everything. It's just those are the things that we have to be thankful for. And a lot of you watching, if you're our age or older, you know, I was thinking the other day, I said, how many summers do I have left to enjoy? You know, we don't know that, but and that's why, you know, you want to live every day like it's the last one, not in a morbid way, but just take advantage of those things.
We think about that, don't we, as we get older?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do.
And we should be thankful every day. There's so much. There's so much. We could do a show, me and Beverly could do a 4 or 5 hour show just saying, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. And I hope you can too. And if you're sitting there today and you've lost your spouse, you've been going through a hard time. My dad always used to say when I was having a tough time, he said, "Son, the sun's gonna come up in the morning," and we got to know that it says in Lamentations, His mercies are new every day. So think about that. You're loved by somebody. So and tell people, you know, and I believe love should be a verb.
Yes.
You know, there's got to be some action because you can say it in just an empty.
That's right.
But showing
it
is a whole different
That's
thing.
right.
So today, make love a verb and just call somebody right now. Just pick up the phone and call them and tell them you love them, and you'll be surprised at the reaction you get on the other end of the phone. I can tell you that because I do it quite often. You will make somebody's day. You know
That's
what, Beverly? When I do that often, they'll tell me, they'll say, "Oh my goodness, James, you don't know how much I needed this. You don't know what this means to me."
Because people are not used to hearing
No.
that. They're not used to hearing that.
No. Call or
Yeah.
send them a card, you know, email's so impersonal, all this stuff. But just calling somebody and say, "Hey, I was thinking about you, I love you." You can make a difference in somebody's life. Me and my wife were shopping. We went to Macon Saturday night to a show and went out to the shops, river crossings, walk around, and I am waiting this lady, older lady, she had on this beautiful pink outfit, and I didn't know which side of the aisle she was coming, so I moved. I said, "Come on, ma'am." And when she got to me, I said, "I couldn't help but to see you." I said, "That outfit you got on is unbelievable. You are beautiful."
That's so
and she
sweet.
says, "Oh my gosh, you just made my day."
That is
And
so sweet.
when I walked off, my wife said, "You something, man. So you just on some stranger."
I was
said,
gonna ask you
but
that.
the thing is, women know this, whether a man has bad motives or that they're true to their word.
right.
You mean what you say,
Yes.
and you say what you mean.
That's right.
So she knew it, and but you just don't know that person. Just I'll never see that woman again.
That's right.
But you don't know what you're doing
That's
in
so
the life.
sweet.
And I want you to know as we close, the time you spend reading, the time you spend in the life of that child is never wasted.
Never.
Never wasted. So spend time with your grandchildren. Read to them. Read to them. Bring them to the Lawrence County Library.
Please do.
Beverly, you never say no to me. Anytime I want to do a show down here, you're always available.
Of course.
And I know you're busy, but I really appreciate it.
Well, you're so welcome. I enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching us today, right here on TV 35.